Hey, what's up guys? So today I want to bring you something different. So I have been tossing up the idea of doing this for a while, but I haven't got around to it, so I'm doing it now. Alright, so as you can see right here is my master cylinder for my clutch. You might be asking why. So ever since I went CD009, I'm just gonna say the 350Z trans, but you know what I'm talking about, the CD009. I noticed when I would throw the clutch in, I kind of heard like the clutch still like it's still touching. So throw the clutch in, it shouldn't be touching, but for some reason it would still be touching. And I kept adjusting my clutch pedal, kept adjusting my clutch pedal to a point that it was higher than my brake, and that's not right. That's not cool. The stock one of the SC is a 5/8, and I've never had a problem with the 5/8. But when I looked into it, the original T56 master cylinder is a 3/4 inch. So it kind of makes sense why the 5/8 is not working very good. It just doesn't have enough throw. So, okay, fast forward till I start looking for a 3/4 inch. A couple companies sell the bolt-on kits for the SCs and the Supras that puts a 3/4 inch Wilwood master cylinder in the stock chassis. So, because it's a small space to get into right here. So, as you can see, it's a little area right here. Like, it's really small. And so they sell kits that basically it's a bolt-on kit. Long story short, too expensive. So I'm thinking to myself, why? I mean, I'm almost positive I could piece it together and get everything to work a little cheaper. So I did. So here we have Land Cruiser. Okay, I do have one. This is an official Toyota Land Cruiser 3/4 inch. Now this is my Wilwood right here. This is also 3/4 inch. Okay. Now I bought this one because it's really cool that it has a bigger reservoir. It has a remote reservoir. You could use it remotely. You could use it right on it, like it is right there. It comes with the hose and everything. Like, it's complete everything. So I'm like, this would be the perfect boat on, and it's a small one, so that way it'll fit inside that little cubby just fine. So I was super excited to use this, but then I'm like, I need the adapter, and boom, here's an adapter. Okay. Me saying, oh, well, you must have paid, you know, X amount of dollars from the Granite site or whatever. No, I did not. This right here cost me. So I went on Amazon and I was like, there's got to be a chassis that's similar to the SC or whatever, and that has the similar basic master cylinder setup. Because if you notice, you see how it's mounted on the firewall. It's like, let me take my big fat fingers out of here. Okay, so you see how it's mounted on the firewall. It's like in that angle. And that's the only way you could get it in there because it's a very fine space. Anyways, so I went online. I went on Amazon, and I actually looked at. I looked up master cylinders for a few imports, and I saw one that looks similar, which is the S13 chassis, Nissan. S13, S14, 240SX, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I searched it up, and look at this. So I'm like, wow, they sell a billet adapter for clutch master cylinder. So I'm like, huh, that's pretty interesting. And look, it's a little, and it's a Wilwood. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. So, okay. So I said, you know what? This is only, I said it's only $27.99. I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal. It's only $20 or $30. So I got it in the mail, right? I got it, and I'm like all excited because, this thing mounts just like the SC, So I had this one, which is this. Technically, this bolts right up. Like the bolt spacing is just like the SC. This is the Toyota Land Cruiser. So I had this to basically mock it up. So I'm like, oh man, let's see if this fits. So I put it on, and it didn't fit. So I'm like, damn it. So, knowing me, I'm like, why doesn't it fit? So here, this is the only thing. Look, this is the only thing you have to do to this. Now, you have both of these holes, right? All you need to do is open up this hole just a little bigger. Alright, this is normally where the hole is right here, right? You just make it bigger, longer. Alright? Basically make it towards this edge here, right? Just a little bit more. Alright? That's it. That's the only thing I did to this. I didn't change anything else but that. So, I did that, and guess what? I'm going to put this up here. You already know if it should fit, but, So, I did that, and look. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, it doesn't fit completely. Now, that's not the point. The point is to make sure that it lines up with the bolt holes, right? Now, this is less of my worries, because what's going to happen is this is going to move up. All right. So basically, this will mount to the firewall as is. You don't have to mess with none of this shaping. All the shaping that's on there stays the same. Okay. Again, all you need to do is just put this oblong. Just make this oblong a little bit, like I said, a little bit bigger. That's it. And then when you put this onto, let's say, the firewall. of the SC, trust me, it clears. This part right here goes behind the booster a little bit, and it goes right in. Now, the only thing I would recommend is to put either a seal or put some RTV around here, pretty thick, so that way when you actually get it on the thing, on the firewall, it seals, because it's not truly flat. You know, there's a little part that's flat, and that's it. So I would put some RTV around it right here, and when I'm ready, boom, bolt it right up. Now, this part here, I want to show you everything. It's good. This video is gonna be a little long, because I want to be clear. You know, I don't want to, leave things out. So here, this bolts onto here. Okay. Now, let me go a little bit back. So basically, this bolts onto this part right here. Okay. You can see how nice it lines up with the holes. You're gonna have to take my word for it on the top one if you can't see that it's on there. And then when you bolt it up to the firewall, there's the bolts. See that? So basically, it goes on. It basically puts this straight, but it bolts on the factory location. Boop. Okay, that's it. Crazy, right? 27 bucks. Now, just bear with me, okay? So, that little section right here, okay? This is the little billet adapter that I paid about 28 bucks. You know, I'm not here to make money, okay? I could say that I made this, or I could say that, I paid this much money for it. No. 28 bucks, okay? Check this out. Put this here so you guys could stare at it. Okay? Now, let's put the Wilwood out there, I'm paying for the Wilwood name, bud. Alright. So, again. So you go out, and so I went online, and I'm like, how much does this cost? Because before I did this, okay, I'm like, how much will this cost me if I just bought it? Like, I don't need to go doing all this crazy stuff. How much would this cost me if I would go out and buy it, right? Here's one price right here. Okay? Check it. It won't focus, but you see it right there. $295. Almost 300 bucks. For what? Master cylinder, a few bolts, banjo, I'm guessing that is. Yep, banjo. And that guy. Yep, I see you. And the billet adapter, which is about an inch thick. It looks about an inch thick. Okay? Now, you start thinking, okay, I could pay $300 and it's a bolt-on kit, right? But here, I bought a compact master cylinder, which, as I'm making this video, I really don't know that it's gonna actually work, so relax. But like I said, I have this guy just in case this doesn't work, so I could, my car's not gonna be down, because I know for sure that either I put this on, I leave the stock one back on, because it's still there, it's still hooked up. I'll put that one on, or this one to work. So so basically this is a compact version that's supposed to have the same throw as a regular length one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you my prices. Okay, I paid for the Wilwood Master Cylinder itself, which is this here. The part number is 260 10372. Okay, that's the actual part number. On the Wilwood website, they have this exact one for $95. Okay, I paid about $78. I don't say 78. What's tax plus tax, whatever. You know, I have purchased it right there. It says it. So, 78 bucks. All right, let's add that up. 78 bucks plus 30. That's about 100 bucks. 100 and some change. Okay. Now, with $100 and some change, I have this whole piece. I could use the bigger one if I wanted to. I could use it remotely. I could put that one on top of here. Whatever the combination, you know, whatever I could fit there, regardless what kind of let's say I'm not running power brakes and I want to run a big reservoir. I could run it. You know, it's all in that kit, and it only cost me 78 bucks. So, let's get back to this. So I paid 78 bucks, so it comes out to about $100. Now, it doesn't come with this piece here, which is this little guy right here. Okay? Which, again, not a big deal. You go on Amazon or whatever, and look. Here's the one I bought, right here. 3N to 1/8 NPT, which this is for this guy right here, this part of it. So my clutch slave cylinder for the 350Z trans will go here. Take this out, and then this will go here. Boop, boop, and then right there, plugged in. Now I have a full kit. Okay, a full kit that will work for my SC. Again, this cost me 78 bucks. This cost me 28 bucks. This cost me maybe, I don't know, $5 bucks. I don't know how much that one cost. Maybe $5 bucks. I mean, long story short, I basically only paid. I paid less than 120. Yeah, less than $125. Now, I'm gonna install it. So I'm gonna put this camera down, and I'm going to start putting this in. Alright, so I got her in there. As you can see, that Wilwood is in. It has the little adapter there. The bolts need to go a little longer. And I'm gonna need to use the longer clevis. I just need to make the hole. That's the problem area is making the hole, cause it's such a pain in the butt to get in here. I have a Dremel, but I don't have the correct little bit to grind that thing out. Like, so I'm using like oddball stuff out of this kit, and I'm really getting irritated. So I'm gonna keep trying, and I just need to make the hole just maybe 1 millimeter bigger, and that's it. And it should be good, because right now it's in. Like this thing, I mean, I don't want to too many, but it's technically in, you know. It's already in. It's got the cap on it, you know, ready for fluid. But you know, I don't want to leave it like that, because as you may know, you know, when you throw the clutch in and out, it's going to start rubbing on the sides, and then eventually it'll wear down, and then I'll be here replacing a boot. So let me make the hole a little bigger. Um, it needs to be done regardless if you're doing this setup, or you're doing the Land Cruiser setup. You still need to make the hole at least 2 millimeters, 1 or 2 millimeters bigger. So we're gonna continue at it, and we'll get back to you. All right, guys. So here it is. I'm trying to get a good look. There we go. Look at that. I got my little billet bracket on there. That's on there already. That's all bolted up already. It's ready to go. The clutch, I was a little scared that it wasn't gonna work very good. Like it wasn't, like, since it's so small, I was kind of afraid that it wasn't gonna go all the ways down to the pedal stop. But shit, check this out, man. Look. Ooh. It's a pedal stop right there. So they got a full range. I mean, the only thing I don't like is I probably should have made the hole a little bigger. It's the only thing that I'm not too happy about. But it'll work. I mean, it'll work for a while. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy with that. But for anyone else that's going to be doing this, after I show you guys all that I did, I would make that hole at least, like I said, 1 millimeter around, fully all the ways around. Check it out. Look, it goes behind. It goes behind the booster a little bit. You know, even if you wanted to, you could grind that piece off, you know, like I mean, it came out so good. So good. I'm telling you, look at that. The reason oh, and I did put thread lock on the upper and lower on the bolts on that Wilwood, so just to be sure that I didn't have to go back in there and play around with that. Like, I made sure that those are Loctited. I didn't really know that it was gonna work, so I didn't want to put all this information out there and tell everyone, look, this is gonna work, this is great, and then everyone tries it and it's like it's trash. You know what I mean? So I'll waste the $100 and try it out, and if it works on my car, shit, I'll tell everyone. I don't keep secrets from nobody. You know, it doesn't really benefit me to, you know, what am I gonna do? Sell this for what? Like, I'm not gonna sell this. It's stuff that you can buy. You know, you can buy, anyone else could buy, and you could just do it yourself, you know? Easy. It's easy. Alright. So, alright, I want to say again, this thing is finally installed. It's not bled yet, but let's see if I can get a good picture for it. I mean, good video. See if you guys can see. There's the master cylinder, and then I've tried to route that. Try to get this seat really good. You see the hose is kind of like S-turned right there. Damn it, it's horrible lighting. I mean the camera, I don't think you can see it very good, but you could see it. There it is. Yep. So there's that. It goes S-turn. This is practically the perfect spot for it. I mean, if you look at it from back here, looks a little higher than the brake master cylinder, but this is the cool part. It's right where this hole's at, right around here. So we're not gonna have any hood clearance issues either. See, as you come down, let me see. It looks like it's gonna get really close. I can't see where I'm at on the camera. So you can see there, I got my hand in the hood, so yeah, it's gonna clear. You can see it. Let's see if we could, right around there. That looks good. That's a good shot right there. You can see it's gonna fall right there, so it should close really good. Maybe a little close to the top, but it's fine. I tried to get it kind of level like the other one is. So, and I made this little bracket here. It's basically like a L, and that's where the reservoir mounts to. You can see. So, yeah, it turned out really nice. And then there's the, I don't know if you can see, if I can see the line in there. Come on, picture. There's the line down there. There it is, connected to the slave. So, overall, this experience wasn't terrible. I mean, it was pretty easy to do. Put some fluid in it. I'm going to bleed it, and we're going to see if this works. I mean, no. I'm not going to say that anymore. It's going to work because it's already set up. So, as I said earlier in this video, the clutch goes all the way down to the stop. So it has its full range. Like I was saying, I was a little scared because I didn't know, since nobody's done this, I didn't know if it was going to be too short or if it wasn't going to give me my full range. So now with the 3/4 inch, which is a bigger bore, it should help with pushing that throughout bearing a little farther out. Alright, so overall, I turned the car on, I pulled it up, I put it in first, pulled it up, then put it in reverse, and from my first impression of the new Clutch Master Cylinder from Wilwood, and my custom little adapter that I had modified, it's overall 100 times better. I mean, I put it in first, and then I throw it in reverse, and as soon as I put it in, I mean, it just slides right into reverse. Like before, to get it in reverse, I would have to like put some muscle into it to kind of get it in reverse. But now it's like, boom, it just slides right in. I go to put it in reverse, boom, slides right in. First gear, I don't have to strong arm first gear either. Like, it was a little bit hard to get into first gear, but definitely first gear and reverse feel great. So, I think that master cylinder is definitely doing its job. And this is all with the car on, so it's not I'm just sitting there and putting it in reverse. I have the car on, I moved it up, turned, checked it, put it in reverse, and as soon as I'll go to put it in reverse, poop, pop right in. I love it.